Your resident fly guy, your chief architect, Michelangelo, StarArchitects.com. I'm trying to make sure that I'm straight so I can make sure that you know that I'm here to redesign your frame of mind when it comes to this lifestyle thing. Yo, today is Wednesday, but it is Valentine's Day. So instead of us doing what to wear, we're going to talk about what's it worth and how to show her love three distinct ways. So by the end of this video, you're going to understand how you can still be the same guy. You can still be the wonderful man that you are, still evolving and developing, but showing her love on a consistent basis so that you ain't got to do any grand gestures on Valentine's Day. Because listen, we all know that this is a commercial holiday driven or created to drive sales. And while we know that, we still find ourselves buying into this whole circus, this whole like rigmarole of getting Valentine's Day. I had to get a Valentine's Day, a Valentine today, and I was like, why am I doing this? Like, this doesn't make any sense when I show love on a consistent basis. But we feel that pressure, right? So we're going to talk about how to build up on that and be better when we're creating these different types of spaces. So if you find this information beneficial, then by all means give me a thumbs up. It will help the channel to grow. And if you find the information super beneficial and you haven't done so yet, subscribe, because you know I believe that every man has a story and that that story soon becomes history, and it all begins with your statement and style, and I would love to be a character in that style story. If you have already subscribed, you know I appreciate you. We're going to start back production, and I'll be able to give all my shout outs, but some of you guys been coming in so quick I haven't been able to write them down, but trust that I'm paying attention to you. I have much love for you, and we'll be enjoying some conversations. We'll be here, right? So until then, make sure that you hit that notification bell, and that way you'll be notified each and every time new content comes out. So what are the three ways that you can show love to your partner without it having to be Valentine's Day, right? We know we always deal with the consciousness of your character, the construction of the character, and then ultimately the communication. So today we're going to actually be talking about three E's. The first E that we're going to talk about is enlightenment. Now, there's a meme and there's a conversation that goes around that says, she may not remember what he bought her, but she will always remember what he taught her. Now, when you are showing up in style is not just your clothes, it's your life. It's how you express yourself and how you move in different types of situations. What's the best way for you to do that with your significant other? Well, that's to give her enlightenment to your evolution. Oftentimes, guys are so closed off. They're so hidden and protect themselves because they're afraid of looking weak when they're being vulnerable, that they don't realize this is a prime opportunity, and this is a supremely seductive type of thing, even if you're not super serious, to be vulnerable. Now, that doesn't mean just completely bringing down all your walls and telling her about all of your childhood traumas and all those different types of things, but it does mean giving her access to your emotional content. So when you're hurt or when something bothers you, to say, yo, this really bothered me, didn't make me feel good. Especially if you're the super tough guy, if you can do that, then what that allows for her to believe, at the very least, is that you that she's having some effect on you, right? So she's like, man, I help him bring his walls down. That may not be the case, but she still makes sure that you are feeling for that. Okay, dope. Willie Mays, definitely look forward to it. So within that space, you want to create an enlightened situation for her. You also can enlighten her about who you are in your evolution just in general, because she will appreciate the fact that she was a part of your growth. And ladies will always appreciate experiences, which we're going to talk about at the end of this. So you want to make sure that you're providing that enlightenment. The second thing that you can do for her is you can always enhance her. If you have been rocking with me for a little while, you know that I believe that men are just great arm candy to their ladies. So we always want to make sure that we're refined and we're always enhancing an experience or a situation. Why? Because if you're in that situation and your lady, especially if she knows how to dress or she knows how to show up or she's beautiful or all those different types of things, you want to make sure that you can hold your own. You're not worried about situations. You're not worried about whoever else is there, because you're always on point. If you've ever seen Hitch, you remember that Hitch was talking to forgot the guy's name who he was helping with the date for Allegra Cole. I remember Allegra. So Allegra is out there, and he was like, you know, when you get out, Allegra's a superstar. She's a celebrity. Don't fall to the background. Let them know that you're there. Give a firm handshake, eye contact, and let them know that you're there. Well, the reason being was because She was a quote unquote bad chick. She was a socialite. She was a person that everybody knew about, and he was Albert Brenneman. That's what that cat's name was. So Albert was just this basic fuddy duddy type of dude. But the confidence that he showed, yo man, I appreciate you. I really appreciate you, Willie, definitely for showing the love. But when Albert stepped out, Albert was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get this firm handshake." Well, the same thing happens when you begin constructing your wardrobe. When you construct your wardrobe and you're intentional and you're focused on that, and while you're doing that, then what happens is even if your chick is not the bad chick, she's just a regular, beautiful young lady. There's nothing wrong with a regular young lady. Then what you do is you both enhance the situation because you're showing up and showing out in style. The average young lady is going to make sure that if you're on point, she's on point, and so you enhance each other in that space. And there's nothing better than people who are showing up as a power couple, as a power team. You know, we love Beyonce and Jay, we love Will and Jada, we love President Obama and the First Lady Michelle. She's still, you know, First Lady in our hearts and our eyes. So because of that, they enjoy the equal enhancement of both parties engaging with each other. And the last thing that this whole situation will create is a wonderful, memorable experience. Now, here's the beautiful thing about experiences. They don't have to be shared only on holidays. Holidays, a lot of times, are makeup periods, I feel like, for a lot of guys who are not taking care of their business. So they didn't really take care of what they needed to take care of through the last quarter. So come Christmas, I'm getting you some huge gift that I may not be able to afford because I didn't learn the love languages. And if you haven't seen that, you should check out my previous video that I did last Valentine's Day for discovering and looking for the 5 love languages. And it's because you're not paying attention on how to keep her love tank full. But here's the secret: if you are creating experiences for your young lady, she won't be worried about things like this. You can get her a card or some flowers, and she'll appreciate it because she's like, "Yo, I get Valentine's Day every day," and it's vitally important, fellas. Vitally important. If you don't hear anything else from this conversation, experiences are what ladies move into. So I don't care if it's your first date with this young lady and you're trying to get her back to your place, or if you guys have been dating and you're trying to get her back to your place. Everything that she is going through is an experience. Whether she's a person who invests in relationships, which we'll talk about soon, or she is just a tester. She just enjoys like different dating and is a serial dater. She's always looking for an experience. So when you walk her into that house, if it's not smelling right, if it doesn't look clean, if it doesn't appear to really be engaged or ready for her to let her guard down, it's going to be much harder for you to engage with her and relaxing her and getting into that space. So be mindful of these things. She is looking for an experience, and those guys who learn how to create them are always going to win. So I want you to try that on, see how it fits you. Question of the day: what are you doing, or what would you do if you had a girl? If you don't have a girl, that's fine. Like, so you're saving some money, so you don't have to worry about getting a Valentine. But what would you do to show your lady a little bit of love each and every day? Based on this conversation, I would love to hear those thoughts, because some dudes in the community could use some ideas. They're probably like, "Listen, I got my notepad ready." You said, "Okay. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you share that with them. Make sure that you share this with a friend who could use it. Because listen, like Andre 3000 said, every day is Valentine's Day, right? When you are loving her right. So I want you to make sure that you're doing that. If you have any questions, you know that you can reach out to me, info@stylearchitects.com. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions, or you can set up a free consultation. You can figure out what your love language is, how you're moving, how you're shaking in all those different types of spaces, so that you're always expressing yourself with the best of yourself. That's how you should do it. Yo, today's Wednesday, it's hump day, so you made it through half of the week. Now, all you needed to keep on doing is showing the world how great you are. You already know you are great, right? I don't have to keep on saying it. You know that. But I'm going to keep on saying it anyway. And lastly, you know what it is. That dress is nothing more than the expression of a man's state of mind. So you, yes, you should always dress to express. Yo, happy Valentine's Day and much love to all of you guys. I love you all. Peace.